4 catches here this evening. He's a little wobbly coming off the field right now, as you can tell.
Quite a hit by Patterson. 3rd down and 8. Costello straight ahead. And he's wrestled to the turf at the 36, so they'll be short of the 1st down.
Kind of an unusual call, 3rd and 8. They've had some good success throwing the football, but maybe with Lewis, who has seemingly been their prime receiver out of the game that time, Coach Ambrose and company elect to play it safe and maybe play a little bit of the field position game.
And sometimes the successful passing game opens up the run a little bit.
That's right. You see Lewis down on the side, so hopefully Ryan's okay.
Anderson with another good kick out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
No return.
About a 34-yard kick. And the official walking up the sidelines, and they'll mark it at the 35. So a 29-yard punt, but no return.
Beautiful night for football, wouldn't you say, Jeffrey? You know, all things considered, I mean, it's September, so we still get some pretty hot days and evenings, but tonight is just drop dead gorgeous.
And the weather did change pretty drastically, though, in the last couple of weeks.
Hasn't it, really?
We went from 90-degree days to, at one night, it was down in the 40s.
Little Ben Wright right there. Ben's looking pretty comfy over there on the sidelines. Yeah, you're right. If you can figure out this weather, you go to the head of the class, that's for sure.
TJ trying to figure out that Middletown D. They trail by a point. Garner. Shine nearly had him. Breaks away from Earp. And Garner with a big gain all the way down to the 40 of Middletown. A pickup of 25 for Jamar Garner.
And frankly, could have been a lot worse for Middletown. Let's watch it. Nothing fancy. Garner going off tackle, gets to the outside. Now he's got a little bit of room to deal with. And here comes Shine, who sort of slows him down. Looks like he's going all the way down. But Garner too strong. Then he just fights off that attempt by Earp. Picking and choosing his way and ends up 25 yards downfield.
Now we'll see if the Pats can sustain the drive. Garner again maneuvers his way down to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 6 more yards. And TJ, every time they get something going, they seem to be hit with penalties. So they have 2 straight successful plays.
Successful by handing the ball off to what appears to be a very talented sophomore, Jamar Garner. 5'9", 185 pounds, and looks like he's put together pretty good.
Second down and 5 for the Pats as they penetrate deeper into Middletown territory. Garner again, big hole off the right side. He's down to the 23-yard line. A 1st down run by Jamar Garner.
Well, the Pats are certainly looking crisp on this series. That's a great block there by Mike Day that allows Jamar Garner to get to the outside.
13 yards for Garner on that carry.
What a tremendous block by Day. He just cleaned house, and Garner did the rest. But some solid blocking up on the front of that TJ line, and Jamar Garner doing the bulk of the running here now for the Pats.
So TJ's put together a couple of 1st downs. The fake, Staley puts it on his hip, the bootleg. And Fritz takes him to the turf. That's Staley close to another 1st down.
Well, so much for the wide open aerial attack. You know,
yeah.
When push comes to shove, hey, we're going to get back to basics and run this football TJ Patriot style, and that's what they're doing on this drive. 4 straight running plays that have been very productive. That's good fake that time by Staley. It really froze a number of the Middletown defenders, and then he just puts the ball on his hip and casually circles around the right side for big yards.
Staley gained 11 on that last run, down to the 13. 1st and 10 Pats. Staley with a fake, ball on the ground, and Staley recovered his own fumble.
Hey, Robert kind of casual and cavalier with his hanging on to the football that time. Almost slipped away, but Staley able to keep possession.
He gained a yard on the play, on a broken play.
He's a tough guy to contain. He's going to seemingly pick up something most every time. Very athletic. Escapability. That's what we used to talk about Randall, and that's what Robert Staley has shown here tonight.
Garner down to the 6 in the grasp of Zach Denton. But a pickup of 6 more yards for the Patriots on the ground.
Garner mad because he didn't get more. He thinks, hey, with that's my fault. He says, hey, with that hole,
he wanted the end zone.
I wanted 6. Too hard on yourself, Jamar. Still very, very solid run off the left side.
You can see the TJ offense can move it pretty well when they stay away from the penalty.
Yeah, the penalties.
And the turnover.
Absolutely, Jeff. The penalties have haunted them this evening, as have the turnovers. And this drive, they have been very crisp in handling the ball and the Knights.
3rd down and 3 from the 6. Fake. Staley trying to get outside on Denton. Shines there to corral him.
And another flag.
And another penalty marker down as Staley got close to 1st down yardage.
Now what could this be?
Probably another hold.
I don't know.
Face mask.
Face mask.
Okay, well, it will be a 1st and goal then
That's
for TJ.
Going to help the Patriots on that one, that's for sure.
So they'll tack that on at the end of the run, half the distance to the goal. The Pats will have it at the 1.5-yard line.
And it's see if we can see it right here, and it's an unfortunate because Robert Staley was not going to get to the end zone, so it's sort of an inadvertent thing that had happened, and we're totally shielded from the play, but the official was in the right position looking at it from the other angle. So
there you see the ball right at the 1.5. 1st and goal, 2:30 left, 3rd quarter. Middletown leads by a point, 7-6.
Staley ran it in before, but this
Garner
guy deserves it.
He did a lot of the difficult work on the drive, moving it down the field, and Garner gets the payoff. Credit him with a 2-yard touchdown with 2:22 remaining 3rd quarter. TJ has the lead 12-7.
Twos are wild, right?
Yes.
Garner is number 22. A 2-yard run with 2:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. How about that?
Can't get any more 2s than that except for a 2-point conversion.
Well, could it? They could probably use that extra point. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do that on this occasion.
Because knowing Middletown has a good kicker, if they made a 1-point conversion, it'd be 13-7. So they're going to go for the 2 and try to make it 14.
The Jeff Wachter 2-point conversion that Staley says, hey, wait a minute, I don't like that play. Whatever we call that defense looks like it's set up to stop us. So let's this is an important play. Let's take a minute, think about it.
TJ burns a timeout with 2:22 remaining in the 3rd. Thomas Johnson takes the lead once again. He got on the board first early in the game. Middletown took a 7-6 lead, but TJ gets the advantage back.
And here's Jamar Garner kind of sailing into the end zone. Scoring what I'm going to guess is his first varsity touchdown since he's a sophomore. I don't know. Can't remember Jamar playing last year as a freshman.
I don't think so.
So that may be number 1, and I would bet one of many to come for this very impressive looking sophomore running back.
Well, we'll have 2 more years after this. I wonder if he's the brother of Mike Garner, who's now on the coaching staff.
I wonder if
TJ.
there is some relationship there. Mike Day is assistant coach, and his son, Mike Day Jr., is the fine linebacker for the Patriots.
TJ going for 2.
And they're stopped.
They're not going to get it. So they'll be stuck on 12. Middletown D was solid there.
I'll watch it again. Garner trying to kind of inch his way inside, it looked like. Well, actually, it wasn't Garner. Robert Staley held on to the football, and to no avail as Middletown stops him. So that's an important stop for the Knights, because now if they score a touchdown, they don't need to convert to retake the lead. They can they'll go up 13-12 if they're able to score. So that 5-point deficit can be wiped away with one touchdown. And as we've seen tonight, making those PATs is not always automatic.
No. The TJ special teams back out on the field. DeMar Atwood will tee it up. Costello, Shine, and O'Leary back deep for the Knights.
And of course, Shine has shown this evening the ability to be pretty proficient and productive on kick returns.
Atwood kicks from the 40. A line drive boot.
It'll be O'Leary this time.
O'Leary straight ahead. And he's taken down by Adam Wright at the 40-yard line.
Can't gripe about that, Walk. 40-yard line is a great field position for the Knights. And nothing fancy on the part of Jack O'Leary. He just says, hey, I'm coming straight up the middle of the field.
31-yard return by Jack O'Leary, 1st and 10 Middletown.
31-yard return before he's taken down.
So the Knights playing comeback now. Blitz by the Patriots, and they may have come a little bit early.
Penalty on the play.
Looked like DeMar Atwood was trying to time it and maybe got there just a fraction of a second too soon. Let's see what the officials said.
Conference by the officials.
Long deliberation for
yes.
what seemed to be
a quick whistle.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure they get it right. Offsides against the Patriots. So a 5-yard walk-off will give Middletown a 1st down and 5 at the 46-yard line. Harshman the up back. Fake to Costello. Anderson deep. Caught by O'Leary inside the 15-yard line. 40-yard pass play. Jack O'Leary, who had the touchdown reception, comes up with another big catch.
Well, that's a nice catch. We're going to see it, just the tail end of it there, but it was really set up by an excellent ball fake on the part of Chris Anderson. And then he lofted the ball downfield really well right into the arms of Jack O'Leary.
And they mark it at the 24. 30 yards on the play. Costello rumbling through the line. Gain of about 5 yards to the 19.
So Middletown comes right back. They get off the mat, Walk, and charge right back downfield, primarily on the arm of Chris Anderson and the catching ability of Jack O'Leary.
1:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Middletown on the move. Fake to Costello. Anderson will run it, and he goes down in the grasp of Bailey. Phil Bailey with a stop behind the line of scrimmage. He's had 2 sacks, and this one for a loss.
Yeah, Phil's had a nice game all night long, and on this play, Anderson's he kind of lost his balance trying to get around that right side. I don't know that it made any difference because Bailey had great angle for pursuit that time and throws Chris to the turf. But you're right, Phil Bailey has had a terrific game from his defensive line position here tonight.
Bailey possesses a lot of speed on the end. 3rd down and 8. Rush up the middle, screen to Costello. He couldn't hang on.
Oh boy, if he had. You see where he is now?
He'd have been there about 10 seconds
on
ago.
the other side of those white shirts. I don't know that they would have been able to stop DJ.
There's a TJ player shaken up.
just not able to come up with it that time is the big guy, DJ Costello. And we have a injured Patriot. Who's that, Walk?
David Houston.
Good news, David's getting up, and that's a good sign. David, a 5'9", 187-pound senior, getting a little bit of help coming off the field, but I suspicion we'll see David again before the night's over. Hope we do anyway.
4th down, 8 yards to go, Middletown.
So 4th down for the Knights. It'll be interesting to see what they do here with the ball at the 23 of TJ. 4th and 8. They'll go to the air. Anderson fires complete to Lewis inside the 5. No, he dropped it. He had it and dropped it. A juggling act. Lewis almost with another circus catch, and he was in a lot of traffic.
Yeah, you come over the middle, boy, you are kind of laying yourself out. And this was a well-thrown ball and tremendous effort on the part of Ryan. Let's see what happens again. Looks like he's got it there, but then he is hit by Patterson, and Patterson and Lewis have been going at it all night long. That might be worth a look again before we get out of here tonight, because from our vantage point, it looked like perhaps Lewis was able to somehow juggle that ball and keep it in possession before it hit the ground. Let's watch it. Truck's right on top of things. There's the hit. Does the ball hit the ground? Can't tell from that angle.
Very close. Here's Harrell. Harrell with a burst for about 13 yards out to the 35-yard line. So Joe Harrell with a 1st down run for TJ.
I don't know what kind of changes that the Patriots have made in the offensive line, Jeffrey, but certainly that last series where they marched down the field, and on that first play, they are having much more success running the football off the right side. So probably some adjustments have been made in that Patriot line that are allowing them to get the yardage that they're now getting.
Time running out in the 3rd quarter. Big run here by Mike Day. He's appended by Lewis, but Day breaks into Middletown territory.
Now, Mike Day's usually the one that is giving the hits. This time he sort of takes the hits, but now that I think about it, I think he gave a pretty good hit too. Let's watch him again. The junior kind of rumbling his way through. He's into the secondary, and that's a good hit on the part of both these kids. That's is that Lewis, I guess, right? Lewis on the giving end, and the big guy Mike Day on the receiving end.
And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. TJ with the only score as they kept control of the football for a long time here in the 3rd quarter. Garner's 2-yard run gives TJ a 12-7 lead over Middletown.